What if living to 100 is easier than you think? Japan's oldest practicing doctor lived past 100 and kept seeing patients well into his final decade. He didn't rely on pills or restrictive diets. He simply ate the same simple foods every day. And before he passed, he shared his secret. Let's break it down so you can start today. In the US, the average life expectancy is 76 years. In Okinawa, Japan, it's 84 and many live well beyond 100. They cook, walk, and garden into their 90s. What's their secret? It's not expensive treatments. It's their food and their mindset. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara practiced medicine until age 100 and lived to 105. His approach: simple meals, steady routines, and joy in small things. Today, we'll cover 5 principles he lived by and how they can support your energy, digestion, and mental clarity after 60. In the West, we're taught to clean our plates, never waste food, eat to cope with stress, and reward ourselves with food. Large portions, fast food, constant snacking, and eating on the go are also the norm. All of this leads to overeating and overloading the body. What is Hara Hachibu? The principle of Hara Hachibu translates to eat until you are 80% full. It comes from Okinawa, Japan, a region with one of the highest life expectancies in the world. The idea is simple. You don't need to eat until you're stuffed. Just eat until you feel lightly satisfied and then stop. Why this matters physiologically: less stress on digestion. Less food equals less work for your digestive system. This reduces inflammation, especially in the gut and liver. Lower oxidative stress. Overeating forces the body to process excess calories, which increases the production of free radicals, molecules that accelerate cellular aging. Healthy weight without dieting. People who practice Hara Hachibu naturally eat fewer calories, helping them maintain a healthy weight without restrictive diets. Slower aging process. Research from the U.S. National Institute on Aging shows calorie reduction when nutrients are preserved supports longevity and improves metabolism. How Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara used this principle? Dr. Hinohara ate slowly, mindfully, without rushing. He listened to his body and stopped eating when hunger disappeared, not when he felt stuffed. He believed this was one reason why, even in his 90s, he had a sharp mind, high energy, and remained active. Practical tips to apply Hara Hachibu. Eat slowly. It takes about 20 minutes for your brain to register fullness. Stop when you feel almost full, not completely full. Use smaller plates. This helps prevent overeating visually and psychologically. The bottom line: overeating is a habit that shortens life. Hara Hachibu is a simple but powerful way to build self-care into every meal. It's not a diet, it's a way of life. Many people, especially in Western countries, tend to equate protein with meat. That's why, after age 50 or 60, they often increase their intake of chicken, eggs, and steaks, believing it's essential for strength, muscle, and energy. However, excess animal protein, especially from fatty meats, can overload the kidneys, raise cholesterol levels, and increase inflammation in the body. Animal products also often contain saturated fats, which can raise the risk of cardiovascular disease. How plant-based protein is different. In Japan, especially in Okinawa, the main source of protein is plant-based, including tofu, miso, natto, edamame, young soybeans. These foods contain all 9 essential amino acids, making soy protein a complete protein. In addition, they offer isoflavones, plant-based antioxidants that help balance hormones and support blood vessel health, fiber, improves digestion, and feeds healthy gut bacteria. Lower levels of saturated fat, reducing strain on the heart and arteries. What research shows? The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has published studies linking regular soy consumption with better heart health, lower LDL or bad cholesterol, stronger bones, reduced risk of osteoporosis, slower cognitive decline with age, improved memory and focus. How Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara practiced this? He ate tofu almost daily in soups, cold dishes, and salads. He believed that light, clean food led to clear arteries and a sharp mind. He was convinced that plant-based protein is easier to digest and supports health without burdening the body. Practical tips. If you want to shift your eating habits toward the longevity practices of Okinawan culture, replace some meat with plant protein. Add tofu, beans, lentils, or chickpeas to your meals. Try miso soup with tofu and seaweed, a simple and satisfying dish. Use edamame as a snack instead of chips or bread. It's both nourishing and healthy. Overlooking plant-based protein is a missed opportunity. Soy foods offer more than just protein. They provide functional nutrition that supports your heart, brain, and overall health. The concept of healthy eating is often reduced to freshness, natural ingredients, and more recently, supplements. People spend money on probiotic capsules without realizing that the best probiotics aren't found at the pharmacy, but in the kitchen. A common mistake is neglecting or completely excluding fermented foods, which are a key element of health among Japanese centenarians. What are fermented foods? These are foods that have undergone natural fermentation. During this process, live microorganisms, probiotics, are formed which improve gut microbiota, enhance nutrient absorption, support the immune system, reduce inflammation, are linked to slower aging of the brain and body. Traditional Japanese sources of fermentation include miso, fermented soybean paste; natto, soybeans fermented with Bacillus subtilis; tsukemono, pickled vegetables, often made with natural starter cultures; seaweed, often served in fermented or pickled form. These are part of everyday cuisine, not a special diet. Why capsules aren't a substitute? Probiotic supplements usually contain 1-2 strains of bacteria. Fermented foods can contain hundreds or even thousands in active living form. Whole foods also provide fiber and enzymes, creating the environment probiotics need to survive and thrive. In contrast, many capsule-based probiotics don't survive the stomach and fail to reach the intestines. How Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara practiced this? Drank miso soup daily. Occasionally ate natto, despite its strong taste and smell. Used pickled vegetables as a regular side dish, not just for special occasions. He believed that gut health was closely tied to mood, immunity, and mental clarity. Practical tips. You can easily incorporate quality fermented foods into your daily routine. Miso. Stir 1 teaspoon of miso paste into warm, not boiling water for a gentle, nourishing soup. Sauerkraut, unpasteurized. Add 1-2 tablespoons a day to meals. Yogurt or kefir. Choose unsweetened versions with live cultures. Natto. Available in Asian grocery stores, it's an acquired taste, but highly beneficial. Excluding fermented foods means missing out on a natural way to support your gut and immune system. In long-living cultures, they're like a toothbrush for your internal organs, small amounts, every day, consistently. Among older adults, there's a widespread fear of carbohydrates. They're often believed to raise blood sugar levels, trigger insulin spikes, lead to weight gain and obesity. As a result, Many people over 50 or 60 consciously eliminate all carbs, even the healthy ones. But this is a mistake, because not all carbohydrates are the same. Carbs, the good and the bad. Refined carbohydrates like white bread, sweets, pastries, and sugar do cause sharp glucose spikes, promote fat storage, and accelerate aging. Complex carbs with fiber and a low glycemic index, on the other hand, provide steady energy, nourish the gut, and support heart health. Sweet potato, the supercarb of longevity. On Okinawa, purple sweet potato, imo, is a dietary staple. It makes up as much as 60% of daily calories among local centenarians. They eat it daily as a main dish, snack, or side. Why it matters. Purple sweet potato is rich in anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that protect the heart, blood vessels, and brain. Fiber supports digestion and gut microbiota. Potassium helps maintain healthy blood pressure. Complex carbs provide energy without blood sugar spikes. Dr. Hinohara's approach to carbs. He didn't avoid carbohydrates, he made smart choices. He often replaced rice or bread with sweet potato. He believed food should nourish, not burden the body. Practical tips to use carbs for longevity in your own life. Add baked sweet potatoes, regular or purple, to lunch or dinner. Swap white rice, pasta, or bread for whole grains like buckwheat, quinoa, or brown rice. Eat carbs together with healthy fats and proteins to stabilize blood sugar. Cutting out all carbs means giving up a vital source of energy, especially in later life. The key isn't to avoid them, but to choose wisely. Sweet potatoes are a perfect example of how simple food can be a superfood. Many people believe that health equals diet plus exercise, so they focus only on what to eat and how much to move. But they often forget about the rhythm of life. How does your day unfold? Is there joy in it? Is your routine varied or monotonous? Is there space for rest, play, inspiration? Ignoring these aspects is a major mistake. Even the perfect diet can't compensate for chronic stress, boredom, or loss of interest in life. What life rhythm means for Japanese centenarians. In Okinawa and in the practice of Dr. Hinohara, how you live is just as important as what you eat. Their daily lives revolve around a stable and moderate routine, physical activity without obsession, gardening, walking, housework, curiosity, new books, conversations, projects, social connection, helping and interacting with others, mental calm, accepting age, slowing down. A real-life example, Dr. Hinohara. He didn't use elevators even in his 90s. He took the stairs. He gave lectures, wrote books, and mentored young doctors. He laughed often and believed that your inner attitude matters more than vitamins. He didn't obsess over restrictions, he simply lived with interest. His famous phrase, "Stay curious and enjoy life." Why it works? Modern research supports this idea. The rhythm and meaning of daily life are directly linked to cortisol levels, stress hormone, dementia prevention, lower inflammation, longer life expectancy. Moderate activity, joy, consistency, and engagement are biological protection against aging. Practical advice. Start your day with a small ritual, a walk, deep breathing, or a quiet cup of tea. Keep your mind engaged. Learn, read, try something new. Move your body every day, but gently. Gardening, cleaning, walking. Find something that makes your day pleasant, even if it's 10 minutes of silence or your favorite music. Ignoring the rhythm of life means forgetting that health begins not on your plate, but in your mind and heart. Diet and exercise matter, but only in the context of a joyful, stable, and meaningful life. Let's recap 5 gentle changes inspired by Japan's oldest practicing doctor. Stop at 80% full. It helps energy, digestion, and longevity. Add more plant proteins, tofu, lentils, edamame. Easy to prepare. Include fermented foods, real probiotics, real benefits. Choose smart carbs, sweet potatoes, not sugar spikes. Live light, eat simply, move joyfully, smile more often. You don't have to change everything overnight. Just start with one thing, one meal, one habit. And if something from this resonated with you, let us know in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else. In our next video, we'll uncover one everyday food that could be aging your body faster than you think.